Yes, if we want to divide our chapter into regions, okay, then we can divide up our chapter into 3 regions. الفيرست region Pythagorean theorem. السكند region converse of Pythagorean theorem. والثird region distance between 2 points. Okay, let me say again. If we want to divide this chapter into 3 regions, so the first region, it will be what? Hmm? The first region, it will be what?
Pythagorean theorem.
Yes,
theorem بعدها converse بعدها
exactly.
similar angle by angle.
Pythagorean theorem, and we have converse of Pythagorean theorem, right. والثيرد one اللي هو السيميلر، مش كده؟ similarity by what؟
by angle.
ها؟ which title؟
by
which
angle.
yes, similar by using angle or I want everyone to work with me please. Wake up. What is the third one, grade 8? First, Pythagorean
Similar triangle by angle.
similar angle.
The distance between the 2 points.
The distance between 2 points, exactly. Distance between 2 points. This is the third part. Distance two points. Anything else في chapter 12? Anything else في chapter 12? Anything else؟ check.
بس هو كان 12 هو كان 12 ولا 13 الفوليوم؟
لا 13 هو الفوليوم، تمام. 13
اوكي.
الفوليوم، لكن احنا الشابتر بتاعنا اللي هو شابتر 12 we have 3 main lessons. Lesson 1 Pythagorean theorem, lesson 2 converse of Pythagorean theorem, lesson 3 distance between 2 points. Okay, then if we want to revise first, what is the main rules? We have to memorize it before we will go through all the questions. So first, with Pythagorean theorem, if we will draw, you know that Pythagorean theorem, it's a special case to work with which type of triangle, grade 8?
Right triangle.
Right triangle.
Exactly. Okay, so it's a special case to work with right triangle. How many right triangle in any triangle? Right angle. How many right angle in any triangle?
One.
Okay, then this is another one. وفي distance between 2 points we have a formula and we are going to deal with coordinate plane, right? Then if you want to take a general idea about the module 12 in our book, then module 12 in our book is talking about Pythagorean theorem, right? Pythagorean theorem. Anyone can tell me what's Pythagorean theorem talking about? Pythagorean theorem talking about what, grade 8?
A square plus b square plus c square.
Yes, b square plus a square equal a square. and c square, this is represent what?
The hypotenuse.
Yes, the longest side in the triangle, which is hypotenuse, right? Then I'm going to write, we will suppose that this one, which is the longest side, is C, right? And this one is A, and the other leg is B, right? Then already once we have this angle is right angle, then he said that we have a right angle triangle, then we are going to deal with the rule, which is c square equal a square,
B square plus A square.
a square plus b square, which means the area of a square on the hypotenuse equal the sum of areas of the two squares in the other two sides or in the other two legs. The second part for converse of Pythagorean theorem, we will not mention that the triangle will be a right angle triangle, but we want to prove that this triangle will be a right angle triangle. Then how we will use the converse of the Pythagorean theorem to determine whether the triangle is a right angle triangle or not? Then we have to use a formula a square. Also we will write C, and this is A, and this is B. But in this case, I wrote here in the Pythagorean theorem that they will be equal, right? But in this one, in the converse, I'm going to write a square plus b square, and at the middle, I'm going to put a question mark, right? Because I don't know if they are equal or not, okay? C square. Because if we will choose equal, then the triangle will be a right angle triangle. If we will not, if they will not be equal, then the triangle will not be a right angle triangle. Okay, then for converse of the Pythagorean theorem, we have to prove by ourselves if this one will be a right angle triangle or not. Let me give you an example. Then, if I will write that C was 10, A 6, and B is 8. How we are going to prove or to say that this triangle will be a right angle or not? How we will know, grade 8? How we will know? You have 10 and you have 6 and you have 8. Then how you will know that this triangle would be a right angle triangle? Okay, I have only Judy and Hannah Hamdi raising their hands. Where is the rest of the class? Where is the rest of the class? Yes, Kinzi. Okay, so I
Miss
have.
will make,
Hmm.
Miss I say?
Yes, honey. Yes.
We'll make 6 power of 2 plus 8 power of 2 equal 100.
Yes. Then.
Then 10 power of 2 also will be 100. That
Okay.
means that is the right triangle.
Thank you so much.
I
Then,
make the leg plus leg and only the hypotenuse.
yes,
Because of the highest number.
the square of legs, right? The square of legs, you mean?
Yes,
Right?
I know
The square of the sum of legs. Then we will choose first 10 to the power of 2, and we will put it in our group, in our left hand, 10 to the power of 2. It will be only one group. And we will put 10 to the power of 2 equal how many? 10 to the power of 2 equal 100, right? The other side, we have 6 to the power of 2 plus 8 to the power of 2. Then I have 6 to the power of 2 plus 8 to the power of 2. Then 6 to the power of 2, it will be 36 plus 64, it will be also equal 100. Now, in the left side, you have 100. Right side, you have 100. So which sign we can put it here now? Equal or not equal?
Equal.
Right?
Equal.
So once we have the sign equal, then we will say that this triangle will be a right angle triangle. Okay? Let me give you another question. Then with converse of Pythagorean theorem, I have to give you three sides, and you will say if these three sides will be or they will form a right triangle or not. How we are going to make it? We will choose the longest side and we will put it in one group, longest side to the power of 2, and then we are going to make another group in the other side, the sum of the squares of the two legs. Then we will check by the end. If the both two sides are the same, then we will say that the triangle will be a right angle triangle. If they are not equal, then it will not be a right angle triangle. And later on, I'm going to take more examples about each case. But as I said at the beginning, we want to put the main idea about this chapter. Then, first, with Pythagorean theorem, we will I will give you two sides, and you are going to calculate the third side. For the converse, I will give you the three sides, and you will say if the triangle will be right angle or not. What about the third side or the third branch, which I draw it in front of you now? The third branch is talking about what?
The distance between 2 points.
Yes, the distance between 2 points. Do we have a specific rule for the distance between 2 points? We have a rule?
Yes.
Yes, which is?
Square root x2 minus x1 power of 2.
Exactly. So we have square root switch off your mic, please. X2 minus x1 all to the power of 2 plus y2 minus y1 all to the power of 2. Right? So this is the distance between 2 points. And it depends on the points on the coordinate plane. Yani sometimes I'm going to give you a figure on the coordinate plane. You will plot the points and then you will calculate the distance between any 2 points. Or I can draw the figure and then I will ask you to determine which side is the longest one, find the parameter of the figure and so on. Okay, then the distance between 2 points, we have a coordinates and we are going to deal with order there. Then, if I will say that I have 2 points, these 2 points are -1 and -3. So please, you can draw the coordinates with me and start to answer. This is 1, 2. Please, grade 8, start to draw with me. 3, 4. -1, -2, -3, and so on. So now I have a point, -1 and -3. We will plot the points first, -1 and -3. So the first point is A is -1 and -3. I have another point, B, -1 and 1. C, 4 and -2. So 4 and -2. And the first one is -1 and -2. I'm sorry, this one, -1 and -2. Okay, so in this question, we want to find the length of the hypotenuse. We want to find the length of the hypotenuse. So what we have to do at the beginning, grade 8, what we have to do at the beginning, I have A, -1 and
Plot the
-2.
points.
Plot the points, exactly. B, -1 and 1, C, 4 and the -2. So let's plot the points together. We will plot the points -1 and -2. So it will be here. And after that, -1 and 1. And then 4 and -2. Then we will connect the points. And this is this way. Okay, so this is the triangle now. How we will calculate the length of the hypotenuse in this question. How we will calculate the length of the hypotenuse in this question. We said A is -1 and -2, so this is A. Judy only, and this is B, and this is C. How we will find the answer, how we will find the hypotenuse for this question, grade 8. How we will find the hypotenuse for this question. Hannah, Hamdi, Judy. Who else? Wake up, go, grade 8, grade 8.
A2 plus B2, then square root.
A2 plus B2, then a square root. Okay, how we will find the length of AB? How we will find the length of AB?
Can I say?
Yes, go.
Count the squares, small squares.
Yes, count the small squares. We said before, once we have a line parallel with y-axis or parallel with x-axis, which means they are horizontal or vertical, then we can count the units directly, or we can find the absolute value. So it's up to you the method which you are going to choose to answer by using it. So we can find now, as Judy said, we will count the length of AB. How many units from A to B? How many units?
3.
Then 0, 1, 2, 3. Exactly. So I have here, I have with AB, I have 3 units. What about AC? What about AC? How many units?
6.
From -1 till 4. From -1 till 4.
6.
So it will be 6, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? How many units? The leg AC.
5.
From -1, yes, from -1 till 4. You can make the absolute value 4 minus -1 or -1 minus 4. Then, or by counting, it's up to you anyway. Then now you have what? You have 5. Okay. The line AB parallel with y-axis. The leg AC parallel with x-axis, which means they form a right angle. Then we have 2 different ways to find the length of BC. The first way will be what, grade 8? The first way will be what?
A squared plus B squared.
Yes, we can use Pythagorean there. Exactly. Right? So BC represent the hypotenuse, right? BC represent the hypotenuse. So we can make it directly. C equal square root 3 to the power of 2 plus 5 to the power of 2. right? So the answer, it will be how many? Huh? The answer, it will be how many? Square root 34, and we can find it approximately equal 5.830. Okay, so this is the first method to use Pythagorean theorem to find the answer. Okay, second, this part. Second, we can use what else, grade 8, to find the length of BC? We can use what?
Square root x2 minus x1 maybe.
Exactly, which is
The distance between 2 points.
the
The
distance
equation.
formula. Yes, the distance formula, exactly. Okay, then we have two different ways to answer a question, by using the Pythagorean theorem or by using a distance formula. Then B, what is the coordinates for B? Negative
Negative 1 and 1.
and 1. Okay, what's C?
Negative 4 and 2.
4 and the negative 2. Okay, 4 and negative 2. Then we will classify. How we will classify? We will write x1, y1 and x2, y2, right? So it will be x1, y1, and then x2, y2.
Yes, I have a question.
Yes, honey.
Can it be any of the other? Can it be A and C or A and B?
No, because we are looking for the hypotenuse here.
Oh,
Right?
okay.
The hypotenuse. Then the longest side, like you see here, this is the hypotenuse. Once we plug the points in the coordinate plane, so it's very clear that the longest side is BC. And the question already asked to calculate the hypotenuse. Okay? Then we will substitute here. It will be x2 minus x1, which means it will be 4 minus negative 1. So it will be 4 plus what? 4 plus 1, all to the power of 2, plus y2 minus y1, which is negative 2 minus 1, all to the power of 2. By the end, you will find that the answer, it will be the same. It will be square root 34 and approximately it will be 5.83. Okay, then whatever way which you are going to choose to calculate the length of the hypotenuse, then both of them, it will be the same. So as I told you, in Pythagorean theorem, we have 3 lessons in this module. Pythagorean theorem to find the missing side or real life applications. Converse of the Pythagorean theorem, you have the 3 main sides and you want to prove that these lengths of the triangle represent a right angle triangle or not. And the third one, how we can deal with the distance between any 2 points by using a distance formula. Okay, so
We will make a square minus 4 square.
a square minus 4 square. In this question, we are looking for the hypotenuse or a side?
No, the hypotenuse.
The hypotenuse. Then, which means you are looking for C, right? Then if you want to find C, so we are going to add or to subtract?
Add.
We will add, which means we are going to make square root, right? 8 to the power of 2 plus 4 to the power of 2, right? So the answer, it will be how many?
80.
Square root 80 or 80?
No, sorry.
square root 8 square plus 4 square. So the answer, it will be 4 root 5,
Yes.
right? 4 root 5. And after that, approximately, it will be how many by decimal? It will be 8.9. Okay? So the answer, it will be 8.9. Don't forget the unit. This one centimeter, so we are going to write centimeter. Any questions so far? So if we are looking for the hypotenuse, so we have to add. If we are looking for the side, then we have to subtract. Done? Done?
Yes.
Let's move to the next question. Who will answer with me the next question? Who will answer the next question? This one. Just find reason a tree struck by, who is raising his hand? Who can see? Reem, Hannah. Who else? Hannah Durgam. Okay. Okay, Hannah.
Isn't this when we'll find the missing number in?
Yes, in this one. He said what? The lighting broke at a point 12 feet above the ground as shown. What was the height of the tree? So in this question, we are looking for the height of the tree to the nearest tenth of foot. Explain your reason. Then how we are going to find the height of this tree? The broken part for the tree represent what?
The hypotenuse.
The hypotenuse, exactly. So you can see that we have a right angle between the tree and the ground, right? Then we are going to calculate the hypotenuse. How we will calculate the hypotenuse? Normal method. Z equal square root 12 power 2 plus 39 power 2. Could you please tell me what is the length of the tree?
40.
The broken part. This is the broken part. Huh? It will be how many?
3.
It will be 40.8, right? 40.8 feet. Is this the answer for the question, grade 8?
No.
Yes.
No.
No. No.
Yes.
Yes.
Why? Because we have.
Make
No, it's 3
12.
root. No, miss.
It's
It's supposed to be 3 root 185 بس يعني
okay, but in decimal it's
بس in
40.8.
decimal it's right.
Okay, but I said we have to stop at this point, or we have to back and read the question. What was the height of the tree? Right?
Miss, we should make plus.
Yes.
40.8
Yes.
plus 12.
Yes, very good, Yakenzi. We have to make plus because in this question, we are looking for the height of the tree, not only the broken part. Did you understand me? This tree.
Miss, I thought you meant the equation itself. I didn't
No,
mean
I said we have to stop at this point or we have to continue, right? So we have to continue because already once we calculated the hypotenuse or the broken part for the tree, so this is represent the part from the answer. But to calculate the height of the tree, what we have to do?
40.8 plus 12.
Yes, 40.8 plus 12. So in this case, we will find the height for this tree. Okay, so it will be 40.8 plus 12. It will be 52.8 feet. Okay, so this is an application about Pythagorean theorem, right? How you will answer this question? We will use Pythagorean theorem, and then we will just add a part for the broken the broken part for the tree to the stand part, and then we will find the total height of the tree. Okay, so this is life application about Pythagorean theorem. What else? We can have a question like this. Describe two ways to find the distance between the 2 points on the coordinate plane. What are the two ways? First, we can draw a right angle a triangle whose hypotenuse is the segment connecting the 2 points and use Pythagorean theorem. This is the first way, right? Second way, we can use what? We can use what? Distance formula, right? So first we can use a right angle triangle and the Pythagorean theorem. Second, we can use a distance formula. What else we have as a questions? So in the previous question, we will suppose we have 3 points, and then we will use the Pythagorean theorem and a distance formula. So by this question, because we have less than a minute,